Okay, hello guys. This is going to be hopefully a short video showing you how to edit a piece on halftimecuppa.com. This is really important for, of course, the editors and, of course, content creators as well, so you can see what we've got to do. A couple of things I'm going to run through whilst you look at this trippy background. Couple of things. We're going to look at the featured image. I'm going to show you how to actually put that on there. That's really quick and easy to do, so do not worry. And also, just generally looking at the article itself. If you're a content creator, you're going to see that what we're after, and it will certainly make our lives a lot easier if you can just sort of follow these sort of general guidelines. Anyway, let's crack straight into it because I don't want to waste time. We're going to look at a piece that is done by, I've got to find it, Where is it? It's over here. I've got so many tabs open, so sorry about that. Anyway, we're looking at this piece by Charlie, I believe, and it's about alternative football history and if Fergie was to take an early exit. So I've had a quick scan through the piece. The piece looks good itself. As an editor, you definitely want to make sure that you read it. So I've had a scan through to make sure it sort of makes grammatical sense. One thing content creators and editors you must get is Grammarly. It's just so good. I'm going to show, is it going to pop up? No, I bet it's not going to pop up. Oh, there it is. So Grammarly is this, it allows you to do everything, and it's found 3 errors. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Like sometimes it'll just choose stuff like the American way of spelling analyze, I think, was in this one. There we go. Obviously, that's correct in its own sense, so I'll just leave it how it is. So it's not always correct, but it's much more accurate than your Word sort of spell check, the generic one. So what I'm looking for here, you're obviously looking through and changing obviously any grammar, but I've done that for now, so that's fine. First things first, what I'm looking for is this top bit. The first sentence as such has got to be sort of a heading 2. So that's because it sort of follows in with the style of the site. Now, what we like as well is a big juicy picture as well. So we could, in theory, put that one up there. But I am going to find a new one. So I'm just going to find Sir Alex Ferguson. So Alex. Let's just put in Sir Alex. Surely that'll come up anyway. Yeah. Let's find the most popular one. So this is obviously a very basic thing. What I'm looking for here is a picture to go at the top. So what I'm going to do, and preferably this picture needs to be landscape. Horizontal is okay, but it doesn't look as good. So I'm going to go for their Champions League win because that's a very unique one. Or that one, actually. No, let's go for that one. Let's go for the double. Let's insert that in. So what I'm looking for here is always the, as I said, the landscape pictures, because if it's vertical, it can sometimes sort of format a little bit strange. So Charlie's done a great job of this inside the piece anyway. He's got landscape. That's fine. That's a square. This one is, yeah, that should be okay. It's not too long, but we'll see in the preview anyway. And he's also put a play buzz thing, which I'll come on to it shortly. Okay, so at the moment it's coming up as a text, so I'll just press save as pending, and then hopefully in a second it'll just pop up as an actual image. Sometimes it takes a couple of seconds. Sometimes you just need to press backspace to sort of give it a clear. I've not pressed anything there, and it's just done it. Okay, cool. So that's that. Obviously, you're looking through the piece. Charlie's used good amount of pictures there. You don't want to go overboard with pictures, but pictures certainly do break up the text, and his weighting of text is very good as well. You don't want one solid paragraph. You want to split it, even if it's not actually see. It's kind of strange if you look at Sky Sports. Even if it's not technically another paragraph, is paragraphed. I'll try and show you Sky Sports. And even if it's not, yeah, as I say, even if it's not another paragraph, they'll still sort of paragraph things. It's just to make it easier to sort of read. So we sort of want these sort of lengths. You see, I mean, it's either this is one sentence. This is one sentence paragraph. Yeah, that's all it needs to be. It only needs to be small little things. It doesn't need to be too long, because if it's too long, people aren't going to read it. They're going to divert their eyes elsewhere, and you don't want that. That's your piece of work. So that's that. Let's go back over to here. Cool. So Charlie's done a decent job at that. So well done to him there. We could change this picture here, but for now I'm going to leave it as how it is. But the next stage, as an editor and as a content creator, once you've actually finished a piece, you might want to put in a Playbuzz poll. Now, Charlie has made a Playbuzz poll on our accounts. I've given him obviously all the details to do that, but you can create your own Playbuzz account. That's free and really easy to do. And again, Sky Sports uses this, so this is a really important feature. Okay, so he's made his one there, which is really good. And then what I'm looking for, and what you're looking for to put it into a piece, is this button here. It's embed, just down here. Okay, and this is where it may get a little bit confusing. So you are literally just unticking every single box, because if not, you're going to have sometimes when you go on sites, you see a little, it comes up with post a comment using Facebook, such a Facebook comments on each line. And it just doesn't suit with the style, certainly if it's not mid piece. So I would avoid that where possible. Now, you may be wondering how on earth I put this in. Now, Charlie's put obviously the link in, because I've sort of told him to, because I'm going to show you how to do it. You select where you want it to go, so I've just deleted that. You then go over to this text form. Now, this produces the whole piece into sort of coding and how the actual sort of the server views the piece itself. So it's obviously got stuff like to do with Getty, how to embed, and all this sort of thing. So I'm just going to paste that code, which I got from the embed section on the Playbuzz site. I'm just going to put that into where I want it to go. So I wanted it to go right at the bottom for now, because I'm going to add in a little bit after. Okay, and then I'll go straight back onto Visual, and you will see, or you should see, a little box. Okay, so you've got a little box there. So that is all there and ready to go. So same thing I'm going to do. I'm going to save as pending. That's now in, so that I can close that. The next thing that we need to do is the featured image. Now, this is crucial. We do not want to get sued. That is number one. Do not want to get sued whatsoever, and do not want to get done for copyright. Now, the way we can get around this is by using Wiki Commons. Now, Wiki Commons is a fantastic site. I mean, it has most things. It doesn't have everything, but it has most things, and it's free to use because obviously it's linked with Wikipedia. So I'm going to look for here. I'm going to put Alex. And let's see if that. So I'll be asked to type in his own name. No. Okay. We'll just go Sir Alex, see if that makes any difference. And it will search, obviously. There we go. Sir Alex Ferguson. Oh no, that's the stand. Let's go with this one. Go on then, for the sake of it. There might even be some more. Yeah, we'll find some more. So you might have to scout around for a little bit to find the one you're after. Ideally, it needs to be landscape. You do not want a vertical one again because it's a bit of a nightmare. So you don't want that. Let's go with this. You know what? Let's go with a stand. That'd be really. I think that'd be a good one. The Sir Alex Ferguson stand. Okay, so the dimensions I'll get to in a second. It is we're looking for about 480 in terms of height, 480 in height of pixels, and then we want about 2500 in width. Now that is optimum. Realistically, that doesn't happen, and we do not need to stretch the picture to allow this to happen. So what we're going to do, we are first of all we're going to choose a sort of suitable size. I would say let's go with a 1024 by 768. Let's go with that. That should do. And I'm going to save the image as Sir Alex Ferguson. I have a separate folder for featured images, and that's what I recommend you do as well. So let's go back. Okay, and one thing you want to probably check is to obviously go down to this section where it says permission and just make sure it's a CC license, or well, just make sure it says you are free to share or remix or whatever. Just make sure it says that you are free to use. That's basically what we're after. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to open this up. Now, I have Preview on my Mac. Obviously, if you're not using a Mac, you may use different software. And you can use this on any sort of Photoshop or Photoshop site. I've linked a few of you this Photoshop site. It's called Pixlr. And you can, I'm sure you can do it on there, but I'm just using it on Preview for now. So what I'm looking to get is I'm looking to get 480 in terms of height, because that's the max I can go. And in terms of width, I mean, I'm not going to have enough to fulfill the actual dimensions, so I'm just going to copy what I need. And then I want to move that down. I'll move that down to about there. That's all right. So now I'll go over to the template featured image background that I have, and I will upload this for you, of course, and you'll be able to put your piece on here. So from now on, you should be able to do that. And then I'm just going to bring it all the way down, so there's no the background showing. Now I could, in theory, stretch this out, make this as big as possible, but I don't really want to. I want to keep it like that. That's fine by me. So I'm then going to rename this featured image, and I'll just put Fergie piece. Cool. So that's now sorted. All the dimensions are there. This is the background is exactly what we need. So you should be fine there. I'm now going to go over to the piece, and I am going to upload this. As you can see, I was working on Connor's piece there earlier. Another good piece by him as well. So if you're an editor, make sure you check the featured image. This is really important. You do not want to get us done for copyright at all. So in this case, Charlie's gone with just a lovely mascot piece, but unfortunately we're going to change that for now. And we are going to upload this. And this is not job done. There's still another part to the featured image that is really important. You really have to do this part. Otherwise, yeah, we get in some serious trouble. And I don't fancy paying that fine, and I'm sure you don't either. So, okay, once that's up, good. Obviously, you can change it. For now, I'm just for the purpose of this. It might be different when it comes to actually publishing this piece, but for now, I've just gone with that. The next thing in terms of featured image we need to address is the actual bit at the bottom of the piece. Now, let's go to Connor's piece. On Connor's piece, I put a bit of Loftus Road as the featured image, and that was again from Wikicommons, and this is a standard template that I use, and I would really advise that you use as well. So literally look on any piece we have on the site, just copy and paste that, and then you're in. And essentially you want to stick this in at the bottom. So I'm going to put in a horizontal line. You don't have to. Sometimes actually the line doesn't even show up, so don't worry too much. It's just me being picky. And we are then going to change all this. So the featured image source. This is the person. This is the author of the piece. So I'm just going to copy that. Duncan Hall. Put you in there. Okay, and if you copy straight from there, usually it just creates it as a link anyway, so it's all right. And then we need the image source. Now, the image source is either this bit here, or you could just, when you go to click on the image, just the URL is fine if there's no source. So for this, I'm going to click on that, and then that'll take me to the original source, the original image. Now I'm going to link that in there. If it lets me. There we go. Cool. Let's stick that down there. And of course, you can hyperlink. This is what I'm doing as well. Just insert edit link. And that's already gone in because it recognizes it as a URL. And then the last bit you really need on this is an attribution. Now, you may think, well, why? Because I've done a featured image source and an image source. Well, this bit can kind of be crucial on some of the things that have got a CC Creative Commons attribution 3.0 or 4.0 or something like that, because what they're actually looking for is this, the attribution. And if you don't attribute it in the right way, then obviously they might kick up a fuss. So this is really simple. This literally takes a couple of seconds at most. All you need to do is go use this file on the web, click on that, and then it comes up like this. All you need is this attribution bit. Just copy that and then head over to your piece and just put it in there. Literally, you do not need to do anything else on that. That is that now done and dusted. So that bit is now sorted for the featured image. Okay, the next thing I'm going to tackle, and editors and content creators, this is maybe the thing you do last, but again, this is really important, is the categories and the tags of the actual piece, because if they're not categorized rightly, people aren't going to see it, and it's not going to show on the homepage and not do as well. So Charlie's done well here. He's categorized it as English football, obviously, Premier League, European football, given his success, and original content. I would agree on this case, because this is going to hopefully be his own series about alternative football history, and it's not just a generic football piece. So yeah, I would say use that as an original content. That the HTC original content is only stuff that's just literally site specific. So not so much news, not so much views, but stuff that's a little bit different. So Blast from the Past, stuff like Half and Half Scarves, who'd be a football fan, just more generic pieces, but that are a little bit different to the norm. And I've just taken it off test because it normally just automatically does that. You can obviously go down all of these. Don't worry about featured. Your piece may be featured from time to time. That is from my perspective and the editor's perspectives. Nothing judgmental against the actual piece itself. It's more to do with the top row on the actual site. So when you go to the home page of the site, you have rows. I'll show you in a moment. You have rows, and there's like 3 boxes, 3 pieces, and that top row is a featured row. And the idea is we put content that's maybe hiding, that maybe you don't see in the rest of the other rows and boxes. So this sort of gives us a chance to put it back up there. So for now, don't worry if it's featured or not. And aside from that, I think that is that. I don't think there's much more. Certainly nothing else there. No, that looks good to me. So then we need to go to tags. Now, obvious ones, Manchester United. This is going to be very awkward if I can't spell. Man United. Try a couple different abbreviations of stuff. Obviously do Premier League, do football, do English football. Just try and make sure it's got the most suitable tags possible. So don't just put in all the random ones, but put in ones that are actually obviously relevant. That would help. So let's put the whole Sir Alex Ferguson in there. So this is very good as well. Notice a few of you, maybe when you've done pieces, you haven't put names in there. It's really important because that comes up actually a lot if you're going to search. People might search for certain players, certain managers, certain figures. And if you've tagged it correctly, it will appear up no matter how old it is. So I'm just going through his piece. We have, what else have we got? Village time, he had Inter Milan and Barcelona. Now, obviously, you don't want to, like, if it's a piece about Liverpool and there's a small section about a 3-0 win against Bournemouth and you don't mention Bournemouth, then don't worry. But in this piece, Charlie sort of hinting at the fact that so Alex could have gone to them. So it's kind of pretty important. So let's put that in there. Let's put in some of the players as well. Let's chuck them in there. Oh, and of course, you obviously got we'll stick in the class of '92. So you're not trying to spam it, but you obviously want to make sure it is tagged correctly and has all of the tags it needs. So class of '92. Let's do that. We'll just do it like that. It'll be fine. Champions League. Obviously, you don't need to do this for every single player, but yeah, I mean, you're more than welcome to. You're cool. Andres. Wow, my spelling. Andreas Iniesta. Cool. And then obviously I'm not going to attempt to waste my time putting in his name, Frank Rijkaard, because knowing me, it will end in tears. We also, oh wow, we also have a Van Gaal in here. That's an interesting one, and Sven Goran and Sexy Sven. Let's stick him in there. Let's stick Van Gaal. Just make sure you obviously don't miss out key letters, like I did there. That'll probably do for now. To be honest, I'm not going to worry too much about all of these for now. No, that's all right. I'll put David Moyes for good sake. Okay, so that is that really. That should be everything. Now, obviously, we want to make sure it's got a clear ending at the end of the piece. Now, Charlie's done this well, but all he needs now is to make sure this is formatted correctly. So we need to make this bold. The question itself has got to be bold. So what do you think of this hypothetical football history? Let us know what you think would happen in the forums, and let us know how you think Ferguson and Manchester United would do without each other. Of course, you can put the forums / comment section. We'll put / comment section. Let's just put that. Let's just put in the comment section below, and then that should be that. That should be that now. So we're going to save as pending. We are almost there, and you can almost enjoy your free time. Sorry for keeping you. This probably rambled on for a little bit, but hopefully you'll see the benefit of this process if you're a content creator and if you're an editor. So yeah. So we have the featured image at the top. Now notice how the sides obviously blend into the site's color seamlessly, which is nice. Cool, we've got that. Fergie takes an early exit. Cool. We've got this bit, which is heading number 2. Fantastic. We've got the picture there. That's good. We've got some of the categories and tags. Don't worry about that. If they don't all show, that's fine. It'll still come up when you search for it. We have obviously the piece itself, which is fine, which is good. Good spread of pictures. This is what I mean in terms of horizontal pictures sometimes can look a little bit strange, so I might have to change this one once I go off anyway. And then you will see this bit down here. You've got obviously the play buzz bit that comes straight in here, and the featured image bit has disappeared. Now sometimes this happens, so I'm glad this has happened because I can show you exactly how to fix this. So first things first, I'm just going to tidy up this bit because for me it looks neater if it's on another line. There we go, we'll do that. We'll save that, and then we're going to go back into the text bit here. So if you have this situation where the play buzz bit comes up but nothing comes up below it, or it hides certain stuff, this is why. So you want to go into your text, and it's all to do with that play buzz sort of embed. Now what I've done, and this is my mistake, is I've put the play buzz bit right at the bottom when I went to do this, which I don't know if you can see has hid all of this, because it's gone div, this bit of code, div class, blah 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 blah, and has opened it but hasn't actually finished it. And this bit, I think, is the finisher to it. So I need to put that up there. And let's see if this makes any difference. If not, I know what to do next. I just take out the embed code and just do it again. Just literally get rid of the play buzz embed code and do it again. Keep what you've obviously got in there in terms of like the featured image source and all that. but just redo the rest of it. And look at that, fantastic, and it's all come up now. Good stuff, good stuff. And this bit, obviously, all at the bottom, all links to where it needs to go, which is fantastic. This play buzz bit goes in here, which is good. We've got the question, which is good as well. And I mean, you could make that a heading 3. That might make it stand out a little bit more. It's up to you. I'm going to change this picture shortly, but for now, that is all. So thank you very much for watching this. I hope this has helped. I hope this has answered a few questions, and it shows how to use the actual featured image background and what I'm sort of looking for that. So any questions, please do let me know. I'm, of course, available. Just drop me a message and I can sort that out for you. Okay, until next time, see you later.